hopefully I can settle down when I get to the crib. But hey, let's talk about James Harden. He dropped a 60 wall in 3 quarters yesterday. He was on his Kobe shit, man. Let's talk about it. And people saying this James Harden, the greatest scorer of all time, even greater than Michael Jordan. So let's talk about it while I'm on the road. Appreciate the love, support. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, bell icon button. Share the video. Check our NBA playlist out, NBA Talk, and then I'll be coming with some new live streams, maybe after the Super Bowl or sometime next year. So NBA 101 is for that. But yeah, Harden was phenomenal. Yesterday, 60 points in 3 quarters. That ain't easy to do. 60 points in the game ain't easy to do. And you got people that say, "Oh, LeBron wanted to do it. He can do this and do that." Man, if was the fifth, we all be drunk. All right, either you got the scores killer gene or you don't. And James Harden in the regular season, I heard Scott Brooks say, "Oh, you can give LeBron the MVP for 9 straight seasons." Motherfucker, you could have gave James Harden the last 4 or 5 MVPs to be real if we just going off regular season. You know what I'm saying? You could have made a case where you almost could have gave it to him last year over Giannis. But Giannis just knew blood. You know what I'm saying? One of the years Steph Curry beat him out, I think, not the unanimous year. The other year, he arguably could have won it like 4 or 5 straight seasons in a row. So, I mean, let's just keep it 100 on that. James Harden is what he's doing in Mike D'Antoni's system is phenomenal. But once again, he get criticized because he in that system. That system is all hot air. And when I say it's all hot air, it's all good in the regular season. But when it comes down to the playoffs, when I can game plan for you, I'm not coming off a back-to-back. And I believe the Atlanta Hawks was coming off a back-to-back playing James Harden. That's one of the reasons they got pummeled like that. And then no John Collins III. But when you go in the playoff series and we can key in on that style, Mike D'Antoni don't make no adjustments. There's no motion. There's no back screen cuts. No old Bobby Knight offense. It's Harden going 1-on-5 on the top of the key, and it don't work in playoffs. They're going to play the percentages. They're going to make you go right. You know what I'm saying? They're going to take away this and that. So a lot of James Harden playoff woes, it just don't fall on him. It falls on D'Antoni for not, especially with Chris Paul. That's supposed to work. That's supposed to work with Chris Paul because you're supposed to put James Harden off the ball. And sometimes, especially in the playoffs, have him come off some curls, some off-the-ball screens, and really put him in position to be successful. But Mike D'Antoni is stupid. I don't care. They can call him offensive genius. He's a complete idiot. He know one style. He has no versatility. He's failed to make an adjustment to his offense. But, people can say that about Don Nelson. He was another guy before Mike D'Antoni who had that same damn system. You know what I'm saying? Similar, and it produced all the most. I think he still had the most wins in NBA history, or something like that, and never won a championship. With that system. So, at the end of the day, that is what it is. But James Harden had playoff woes going back to OKC Thunder. I remember him shitting the bed versus Miami Heat, and had he showed up, Oklahoma City Thunder probably beat LeBron and them if the refs didn't help LeBron. But that's phenomenal. And James Harden is definitely in like the top 5 or 10 scorers in the NBA. Just based off this offense that he in with Mike D'Antoni, and it's produced phenomenal numbers. But really, when you talk about Jordan, then he put up like 60-some points in the old Boston Garden and didn't shoot a 3-pointer. This nigga Jordan, I'm like, some people think people be like Skip Bayless be exaggerating about Jordan and he be lying about Pippen. Man, he ain't got nothing to lie about. He ain't got nothing to lie about. I will back him up. I've been started watching Undisputed like 2 months ago. But he ain't lying about Jordan, though. I lived through it. I was not a Jordan fan. If you grew up a real Detroit Piston fan, real Detroiters that's Piston fans know the history about Jordan. Nobody in Detroit really like Jordan going back in the 80s and the 90s like that at all. That's if you're a real Piston fans, not some of these fake fickle fans out here. One year they're a Laker fan, the other year they was a Cleveland fan, the other year they was a Miami fan. Nah, nigga, not like that. But Jordan averaged like 37, 38 points, and he only made like 10 3-pointers in the season. So, James Harden is hella efficient from 3. You know what I'm saying? But we talking about scoring, like Jordan was almost averaging 40 shooting 2-pointers. That's scoring. And it's something to be said about the mid-range assassin game, but really for you to be an all-time great scorer, to be honest, you got to do it in the regular season, and that's a must. But it's imperative for you to perform and be prolific in the playoffs. if James Harden want to be remembered as one of the great scorers of all time, Kareem, Jordan, Karl Malone, Kobe, Kevin Durant will be in that list soon as well. If he continues on at a high level after his injury, if he want to be in that pantheon of greats, he got to do it in the playoffs. He got to have a phenomenal playoff. Not necessarily have to win the championship, but he can't be the reason they lose it. You know what I'm saying? If he go into the finals and have a LeBron-like performance like he did versus Golden State a couple of those years, yeah, then you be like, hey, man, James Harden, you can't take shit from him. A championship is a team effort. But it really became a team effort when LeBron started taking them L's. Before that, it was an individual accomplishment, even though it's always been a team accomplishment, but it's kind of like the quarterback. And the best player in the NBA, the wins and losses fall on his hands, but until James Harden really do it in the playoffs, I can't put him up there with those guys. Because Karl Malone has some phenomenal playoff runs. We know about Kareem, championship in Milwaukee, the Lakers. We know about Jordan, even in losing early in his career, and people saying, well, Jordan got swept. Like, do you know the type of teams that he had? What did Chicago do before and after Jordan? You know what I'm saying? Like Larry Bird was legit. The Milwaukee Buck team was legit. That he lost to, but you can't tell people nothing. If LeBron was in the Eastern Conference that Jordan was in, or in the league that Jordan was in, it'd have been hard for him to break through too. And it takes time. But until James Harden do it when it mattered the most, he can't be up there with them. Like I said, it don't mean that he got to win a ship. It don't mean that he got to win a ship. It just means that he got to have a great playoff run and produce those same type of statistics in the playoffs. If he don't, he's just gonna be going down as the good regular season scorer. But a lot of his problems got to do with something mentally. Maybe he needs a sports psychologist. But you see situations where he go out there and like versus a few years ago when they lost to San Antonio without Kawhi Leonard, and they got beat by them. You'll see him at the titty bar buying wings and partying and partying at the strip club like my nigga. I understand like you may not harp on a loss. You know what I'm saying? You may not, you may get over it quick, but dude, if I keep having playoff failures, I'm not about to be at the titty bar after the game. You know what I'm saying? People say, oh, he just got tired. He ain't got tired. He ain't got tired. He don't care. I mean, I don't know if it's just that he's just not clutch, but he just don't care. You know what I'm saying? I got a vendetta. Everybody saying I can't do it in the playoffs. Dude, I'm resting up and I'm approaching the offseason with a killer mentality, but if he doing shit like that, losing playoff games and then going to party right after him, serious, he don't care, you know what I'm saying? He just want to pad regular season stats. So what drove Jordan losing to the Pistons, losing to the Celtics, and them giving over the hump by Craig Elo and Mark Price and them and Brad Daughtry, when they was the underdog. It was a drive. Like, man, you gotta be tired of losing. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be tired of losing. You know what I'm saying? You got to be tired of getting your ass bust. You gotta have a will to really want to go out there and break through. And I don't see that in James Harden. I don't see it. It's kind of like I'm still making $20, $30, $40 million a year. I'm still in the MVP race. Like something like we get this portrayal that everybody that make it to the NBA, the NFL, NHL, Major League Baseball, they want to be great. They want no, they don't, because greatness it takes sacrifices. Some people happy just being in the league and getting the meal. Some people happy getting to the league and being a rotational player. Some people happy enough and content with being an all-star. Some people happy and content with being a superstar. But the truly great ones, they never content, with just that. They want to be great. They put the work in the off season. They stay in shape in the off season. And Jordan was more will than talent, to be honest. There's no player that I've seen in the NBA in my lifetime, or that I've researched, Pete Maravich, Jerry West, you know what I'm saying? Magic, Kareem, Bill Russell. There's no player in the league that had more will than Michael Jordan. Nobody. Jordan willed himself to being that good. You know what I'm saying? And that's one of the underrated attributes in life is will. Something you can speak things into existence. Some things you can will into existence. You hear me? Some things you can will. Sometimes you just won't be denied. It's like a really good running back. You know, you say, damn, how that little motherfucker Barry Sanders carry the pile that far? Or how did Walter Payton carry the pile that far? Sometimes you just gotta want it. And in today's society, these dudes want the money. They want the finances. They want the cars and the women. And once they hit their goal, they content where they at. You really gotta want to win. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't built for Michael Jordan to win. He wasn't LeBron. The NBA never thought Jordan would carry the league like that. You know what I'm saying? You got to want it. And I question James Harden will to truly be great. And he may just think like, I got time. I can do it, you know, eventually. And before you know it, man, he gonna be out his prime. You know what I'm saying? He gonna be one of Gary Payton, Karl Malone, looking to attach onto an old team just to get a ring. But it's still not gonna put him in my top 10 scorers all the time. You got to do it on the big stage. You know what I'm saying? Before it's all said and done with your career. But I'm not convinced a lot of these dudes want to really be great. LeBron got good will. But what will LeBron is, you can't be the face of the NBA and not win a championship. You could be Barkley. You know what I'm saying? You could be Tom Chambers, or you know, I mean, who else you got out there? You can be a Garnett, or you know, somebody like that without champ. But you can't be the face of the NBA. You can't be the face of international basketball without a championship. You can be 3-6. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, you got to question if James Harden won it. You know, Michael Jordan, he helped Scottie Pippen, he instilled greatness into all his teammates. The Breakfast Club, lifting, you know what I'm saying? Like they like his will was contagious. Like it came to the point where, you know, he was putting his hands on his teammate, and Bill Cartwright told him, you ain't gonna do that to me. I'll break your legs off. But that's what you want, that intensity. That's what you want your leader. You know what I'm saying? He demands greatness. He wants everybody to be on his level, and everybody don't have that intangible. And James Harden don't. You know what I'm saying? James Harden don't have that intangible. No NBA player had it to the level of Mike. Next closest thing I probably seen was, in my lifetime, probably Kobe. But somebody just wanted it, won't be denied. That will the motherfucker. And James Harden ain't got it. You know, I look at him after he lose, he don't really care. He might work hard in the summer, but it's the same stuff over and over. He don't care. And if he don't care, you know what I'm saying? And they ain't on his top of his list to really will and really be great, and stop going to the titty bars and, you know, and kind of get some sacrifices up. But like I said, you can't expect that greatness out of everybody. Everybody be Mike then. Everybody be Kobe. Everybody be Bron. Everybody been Tim Duncan then. Everybody be Magic and Kareem. You got to hate losing more than you love winning. And I'm not convinced James Harden, that's his kilo, man. That he don't care. He love getting that money and shuffling through women. And until he before he know it, he gonna be Tracy McGrady. Even though he got a couple playoff series wins, he gonna be Tracy McGrady. Before you know it, he may not be Barkley. He may not get a appearance. You know what I'm saying? He may not get an appearance in the finals. He might be Gary Payton, Karl Malone, trying to attach on to an older team. But hey, that is what it is. Let me know what you guys think. Don't forget me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. This video went longer than I intended it to go, but I do appreciate the love, support. Want to make a donation? Just share the video for your boy, but that link is in the description. Check out our NBA playlist. Don't forget, we on social media, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Reach out to the email if you got business, question, inquiry, response to your video requests. Keep sharing the videos. Appreciate the love, support. One time for the one time. It's your boy CJ Goodfellow. We gone.